Hello again, everyone. Alright. Let's stand up. And yeah, let's go see who this person of interest is. They're that way. Okay. Oh, we got a little thing here. Cool. We got a little thing here, and then I choose to nearly walk past it. I was going to say, Sam looked a bit frozen then. I was almost worried he was going to T-pose. Roger there, turn the light on. Just a little bit dark, even with some of the lighting they've provided. So how I figure it, we follow this path and we get there. Weapon usage restricted. Let's not do something silly.
Seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness themselves to greet me. The raindrops falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying is not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
You think I spooked her? I really couldn't say. I certainly haven't ever seen her dance like that before.
It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me.
Okay.
Go on, Sam. Follow her into that facility.
I mean, that was very intriguing. The idea of someone being able to undo the effects of time fall. I mean, that's probably been the biggest issue, if you like, in this post-Death Stranding world, or whatever you want to call it. It's like, wow, someone can actually undo it. Incredible. You gotta assume there's a catch. Come on in. Oh, you're stuck, are you? Cargo management. We have one carrier. Like, can they go on to carrier 2? There we go. That seems a bit more efficient. All right, let's go in. Oh, nice. I don't blame you for pausing there. You wouldn't like to walk into Timefall, would you? Okay.
Thanks for coming, Sam. I'm sorry about just now. I didn't know who you were at first.
You're the picture of health, Rainey.
You too, little man.
You got some kind of a trick for dealing with time fall?
Rainey, it's been too long.
Fragile.
Can't wait to see you again.
What are we waiting for, Sam? Let's head to the DHV Magellan.
Hope your birds are going to be okay here. Episode 4, Raindrops.
Fragile. Hi.
Hi. Nice to meet the old-fashioned way. Carograms are great, but nothing beats a hug. Well, I'm sure you already know. This is Rainey. She's a good friend of the cause.
It really is a pleasure to meet you, Sam.
Nice to meet you too.
Glad to see you in good health.
And it's so good to see you all again.
Okay. I feel the need to ask a silly question. Are we just ignoring the fact that she looks pregnant? I really hope she is, because that would be such an awkward thing for me to be thinking if she isn't.
Sam, Charlie here. You may now undertake your next assignment. You can find the relevant main order by accessing the delivery terminal in Rainbow Valley.
Alright, I just want to have a quick look. Len Rain, that is not who we're talking about. So I'm assuming there's still more to be uncovered there. I will apologise to Shioli if I'm wrong there, though, because that... I thought there was going to be a point made, in, maybe not immediately, but very quickly about it. So the fact that it wasn't, it was like, am I imagining it? Yeah, I'm feeling about 3 different shades of awkward right now. Okay, so we might as well just get straight into another delivery, really. I don't think there's anything we can do or need to do. With the I knew the chapter was closing, so I knew something was going to be coming up, but I didn't know who it would be. I didn't know if it was someone we'd met already or a new character, so I like that, you know. I think Rainey's an interesting character, to put that mildly. Let's sprint over. bit weird how they say, yeah, do you mind just doing this every single time? I wonder if we could build a bridge, or would that be too close to their perimeter? No, that's where the perimeter is.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
You ever get the feeling that they heard, well, they were thinking Australian, they're like, we've got to do something with a kangaroo. All right, before we carry on, I just want to try this. PCC, fabricate. Then, let's place that on the backpack. Play materials, I think we need about... Actually, let's just leave that a second. I want to see if I can actually do this thing. Can detach the carrier for a minute, because I'm not walking off, as it were. I want to see if I can build a bridge, because this just seems like, I wouldn't say a waste, but it's like, you know, as nice as like a ladder is, a bridge is better. Obstacle detected. Come on, what more can you need? That's the question I'm asking. This just seems very inefficient that we can't have a bridge. What about if we go up here? I know that this is probably... This just isn't working, is it? I find that so sad, though. That really shouldn't be a question.
Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Alright, what's this order? Deliver the test subject kangaroo to the animal shelter. Again, this screams we're in Australia. The timed order.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Okay, I respect that. So, first of all, we're here.
Commencing route creation.
I don't mind the rivers and all that. That doesn't bother me. We got PCC, so we might be able to do something with the bridge there. What is this about? Hillsides covered in lush greenery, erosion caused by the river that used to flow through here. has resulted in many sheer cliff faces, and there have been many reports of accidents in the area. The eucalyptus trees that grow here have been also known to cause bushfires. Alright, that makes me think we're going to need one of those gun things. Tar guns. I mean, I'm being very direct at this point, but
Delivery route finalized.
that's the route we're going anyway. So, next step. Fabricate equipment. I need more boots, so we'll just go and pick up a pair of those. And we'll go and take a ladder or two just in case. A tar cannon, because I get the feeling we're going to need one. Just that mention of bushfires, I'm like, yeah, you're probably setting us up for that, aren't you? We've got blood grenades if we need them. I'll grab another one just in case. I doubt it, though. I really don't know what they're talking about with just the usual animal carrier. I can only assume it's something that is automatically provided for us. Yeah, place that in the backpack. Cargo management. Store them in the private locker here, I guess. Actually, everything but the blood grenade in the private locker. Blood grenade in my backpack. And then the floating carrier also on the backpack. That can be recycled. Yeast paste that can go in the private locker. Alright, I'm fine with that. We've got a little bit of A-Pass. What is there anything we can do with it that's useful? Short-range scanner that automatically detects and displays the silhouettes of all humans and animals within a 20-meter radius. It can be especially useful while engaging in covert ops, as it allows you to effortlessly monitor the position of nearby enemies. Let's go for it. And yeah, I assume if... Oh, hang on, this is possible. Carrier handling boost. Dramatically improves the floating carrier's maneuverability when Sam is riding it. Okay, that's probably not as useful as I'd like. Yeah, I think we just leave that for now. Let's go.
Order accepted. Thank you.
But I will say, that really cheesed me off before with the PCC. It's like, come on, are you honestly trying to tell me you can't make a bridge around here? Oh.
What in the world?
Okay, that's the bushfires we were talking about.
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
Okay, I've got all this on my back. I might actually need to... I might need to alter in a minute. I have a floating carrier. Right, I'm hoping, even though we've got a timer on, I can set a bridge down here. Oh, saying that, even then it's like, is it worth it? Yeah, it's not worth it. Let's just cross. There's yellow, so it should be fine to cross. Oh, it says building on roadside, so maybe there's a road going around here. Okay, you piqued my interest. Yeah, we can see the fire. Again, give credit. This is a bit of game diversity. I like it. My main priority is finding this kangaroo. Can I just get around that? As far as I'm aware, there's no like secondary objective for actually preventing the fires or stopping the fires. Okay, they're wild. Like crazy wild. Hey, someone left one of these things here. Go on, if you've left one here, I'll use it. Let go. Someone left it there. That was very generous of him. You know, just in case people hadn't looped. So, very good of him. I might even try and do the same, but, yeah, this to me looks like a situation where we could do with it. It can be handled well, that's good. Where's the kangaroo?
I see the kangaroo.
Hey, you saw it. I didn't.
Enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
All right, so we have got floating carrier offload. Then let's just move a second. Okay, for some reason it's been a bit obnoxious in how I do this. So, cargo management. Place that. Yeah, on there. Auto arrange my cargo again. Let's go.
All right, time to make our getaway.
And let's just get this tar cannon out again, because I get the feeling we're going to need it. That's the direction we gotta go. This seems a steady enough approach. Just keep firing it. Keep firing it. Okay, maybe not. Funny how I said that and then my opinion changes. I thought I was pretty well prepared here. But I'm now feeling a little underprepared. Where's that spare one that we saw? Down there. It feels like the fire's restarted a little bit. Damn.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
Maybe this is the way.
This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, sir. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Let's keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
Okay, I think I just got hit then. I do like that old man there essentially was saying, you should have known that it was dangerous. And I'm like, I did come prepared. It's just not prepared enough, obviously. Damn it. Yeah, that is the correct direction. I was just gonna have to take a burn. Yeah, I haven't really got many alternatives except for trying to power through it. I can't push through all that though. That's just going to be horrendous. Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, not good. There's a bit of me that wants to just leave the kangaroo here a second. Yeah, that tar cannon running out so fast was a real bummer. I just don't see any remotely safe way through here. Let's get Doll Man in the air. Let's see if I'm missing something. Oh. Maybe if I ran through there, it would be quite a few hits though. That's also probably another
I'm coming in.
option.
Okay.
The bottom line is there's no real good option here. Yeah, this is not like a little bit of fire. I'm generally feeling awkward here because I came into this feeling well prepared, and now I'm feeling like an absolute idiot. Can I throw you in the air again? Where's Sam?
Reconnaissance complete.
Yeah, I couldn't see myself, so it just seemed a bit wasteful. Oh, I'm touching fire. Okay, straight in the air.
Lift off.
Oh, here I am. Okay. Maybe I can make my way to this little aisle here.
Ouch.
I'm literally just taking hits right now to try and make sure I actually deliver. This definitely won't go down as my best delivery. Yeah, wrong way. That way. I didn't realize that was deep water. Alright, I'll give them the due. They've demonstrated how much of a bad thing the fires are. You know, if there's a report of them being a thing in the near future, don't take it for granted. I mean, again, I thought I'd done enough crap. So yeah, that was horrendous. Right, I'm just curious how bad the damage is for this.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected.
Deliver and report. 17% damage. Yeah, sorry, Kangaroo. I think in that situation, you could maybe justify a few burns if it meant he got to safety.
Ah, you must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the chiral network.
Oh. Can't even bother about the cargo, just connect us up. Cool. All right, new strand established. Animals shelter staff. Okay. We've got a decoy hologrenade. A grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Must be activated manually once thrown. The hologram produced will depend on what the nearby enemy is doing. Can be stored in a grenade pouch. We've got extra APAS enhancement memory. Cool. Hello. That's quite remarkable. Fitting for a name, but remarkable.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. the most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother.
Hi there. You're safe.
But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
Ooh.
There she is! Get out of here!
Go away! We don't want you here!
Leave us alone, fucking witch!
Go away! Stop it! Oh God!
I'm sorry.
No!
We need to leave right now.
Please!
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainy, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet.
Oh.
I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold?
safe to say she's come a long way.
Thank you. That was quite the display. Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now.
Yeah, I'm not too surprised at A.
Kangaroo seems to be good and healthy. Nothing to worry about.
Music data story of raining. Okay. We've also got Amikara Nije.
I still struggle to believe you've done so much
And a
for
few
us.
lost
How
returns.
do you do it? I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Alright.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Current porter grade 32. A little boost on bridge link.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
It could be an interesting one, that. Okay, so I need to know what's so special about this kangaroo.
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject.
Okay. What's this reserve about?
It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
Fair enough. Alright, let's go.
Cheers, Sam. You've really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done,
Okay.
Sam. Return to the DHP Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainey and her talents.
Alright, I'm up for that. Let's go.
Well done.
Oh, my carrier's empty as well, so can we do that? Here it is. I didn't mean to do this, but why not?
Take care, Sam.
Okay. Detach and pick up. All right, let's find out a bit more about Rainey. I did enjoy that cutscene. I thought it was very detailed in terms of why she is or how she is, should I say.
When she's outside, Rainey's constantly surrounded by timefall. but within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract Timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the Timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
I can't help but have doubt. Just want to see if there's any cutscenes or interruptions before I play my thoughts. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do that just to see how the transport actually goes, because we haven't done it yet. But just to clarify what I was thinking, essentially, the reason I've got doubt is the simple reason. Let me just find this place. There we go. It's essentially this idea that we're supposedly connecting the entire of Australia after we've done Mexico to get the whole world back, get the whole world onto the Chiral network. Yet the tagline of this game is, should we have reconnected? That's always in your head anyway. But it's hard not to think. It seems more like connecting to the Chiral network is causing these issues rather than helping them. So why would adding more to the network, why would that help? So I'm at a bit of a in an ahhing stage, shall I say, as far as do we really think this is the best decision? But we'll find out. And just say, by the way, if that is meant to be West Fort Knott, I kind of wish, right, he would let us go in there, because that looks like an interesting little city. And even if it's like, okay, we can't actually explore or meet people, it'd be nice if you could actually go in rather than just being stuck at the depot. Just another little thought for a potential Death Stranding 3. You know, actually let us go into these places rather than saying they're here. All right, so we'll mark this as a place to go to. So chart course. Yeah, West Fort Knott. There's currently cargo on board. You will receive the Magellan evaluation. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, right? I thought there'd be a cutscene. You know, I thought he'd turn grey and everything, but no, they just take us there. Okay, never mind. So, that was a little bit more boring than I thought. All right, we're gonna leave it there, folks. So, thank you very much for watching. Next time we will do this very long delivery. Well, sounds like a long delivery or a hard delivery. And yeah, hopefully we don't come across any bushfires, because that was a really rough one for me. If you've enjoyed the series, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And until next time, folks, have a good rest of your day. Goodbye for now.